Taiwan's semiconductor industry have been shaken by former U.S. President Donald Trump's comment on Taiwan policy. In July, shares of TSMC dropped 2.4% the day after Trump accused Taiwan of taking America's chip business and suggested it should pay the U.S. for defense. During Wednesday's Brookings Institution Forum in Washington, General Joseph Dunford, former chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, told TVBS that after November's election, there won't be risks for U.S. and Taiwanese chip makers. He stressed that any failure in the high-end semiconductor supply chain is unacceptable. Let's listen to his remarks.
I don't think anybody's comfortable with single points of failure. And when you identify single points of failure in the business that we're in, you quickly remediate that. And so, in my view, whatever administration would come in, when confronted with the need to have resiliency in our department in the supply chain, that is critical to our capability development, I think either administration is going to be supportive of efforts to make that more resilient.
Valerie Wirtschafter, an expert from the Artificial Intelligence and Emerging Technology Initiative at the Brookings Institution, echoed this view. She told me that regardless of who wins the next U.S. election, the strategy to outmaneuver China in the AI sector will continue. Listen to her thoughts.
I think that the goal in both a Biden administration right now and a Trump administration in the past, and also probably moving forward, is to counter China's growth in this space. And so, while the U.S. can boost a lot of supply, while the U.S. does have a lot of companies here that are focused on AI development, it does not control every aspect of the semiconductor supply chain. But then there's a reality of what can be done, where allies play a role, and how allies need to be approached in order to go along with some of the geopolitical demands that the U.S. government would like to make.
The Biden administration is closely monitoring China's technology advancements. Arati Prabhakar, director of the White House Office of Science and Technology Policy, mentioned that the U.S. have observed boundary-crossing behaviors under Chinese President Xi Jinping. She said the administration is actively addressing these challenges.
So that, I think, is huge on the geopolitical stage, and it drives a lot of things. Number one, we have to get serious about running faster here, as well as preventing them from taking advantage of our capabilities. Number two, it really underscores how important our allies are and building our partnerships globally. And again, this is something that President Biden has reinvigorated in his time in office.
Prabhakar highlighted that China has become the second largest spender on research and development, trailing only the U.S. She urged Congress to approve an increased R&D budget to maintain America's technological edge over China. This is Andrew Fan in Washington for TVBS World Taiwan.